Hello everyone and welcome to My Hobby Home. Today we will be doing clue number 3 of the Cotton Cuts Carnival Fall 23 Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I am doing the small quilt and I am doing Skydiver. I'm using Skydiver. So we are going to get right on into it. With Cotton Cuts, you have, I believe, 3 options. You could do a small, medium, or large quilt. I think there may be more. I'm not sure. But I'm using the small. And let me show you my fabrics here. They already come pre-cut. Get it where you can see that. That's all my fabrics. And we are just going to get on into it to get this one done and in our box with the rest of our pieces. This one here we will be doing squares, just like strips. You can see that, I hope. We're just doing strips this time. So let's go on and get right on into this. So we are going to be using triangle B to triangle A. And we are going to just be putting these together. It looks like I don't have you where you can see everything I'm doing back here. One moment. Okay, I think I have you set up a little better. So what we're doing is we're just taking the A and the B and we're just going to put them together. And remember, we're going to do this on a scant 1/4 inch. And I am going to pull my machine a little closer. I cannot sew with my machine far away from me. I have to have it right here at me. When I put my needle down, I always do a back stitch, especially these, because you have the corner squares, and I know you're all bouncing, but that's because you were right next to my chair. Now let's go on and get this going. So I believe we're going to make 2 of these, and I know I could have easily done a chain stitch in there, or repeat, whatever they call it, where I do 2 of them on the same string, but hard habit to break. I don't normally do that. Guys, how's your day been going? I've actually been fighting a migraine for the past 3 days. And finally, I went to the doctor yesterday. And, you know, we checked everything. I thought it was a blood pressure headache. And she checked that. And that was good. And then checked my sugar to make sure my sugar wasn't out of whack. That was good. Then thought maybe I was dehydrated. That was fine. So those 2 things were fine. And so I knew at that point it was my neck. I needed to go have my neck checked. Okay, we have these 2 squares, these 2 here that I'm going to press. Okay, we have these pressed. So our next step is we take a D, which is these, and an F. This is D, this is F, and we attach them to the sides like this. And I don't think there's any directional on the D and the F. So there is on the A and the B. It has to be white on the top left and be on the bottom right. But anyway, what I was saying, my doctor, she checked everything and everything was good. So I went to my chiropractor today, and it was my neck, definitely my neck out of whack. But he was able to adjust me. Oh, and it's amazing, y'all. If you do not have a good chiropractor, please find one. Skeletal health is just as important as mental health, physical health. It is, your internal health. It is just as important, if not so more, because there's so many things that can happen to you if your body is out of whack. Okay, and we're going to make 2 of these units here. So I'm just laying this one over, and I'm going to keep on until we got both of them completed. But anyway, I hope you guys have been having a great day. I will be headed back to work tomorrow. I didn't go to work today because my head hurt so bad, and the medicine the doctor gave me, I guess she didn't realize that the way medicine works on most people, it works exactly the opposite on me. So it pretty much knocked me out. And I was not able to go to work today, but I needed to go get my neck seen too, because my doctor, she was like, well, if the neck doesn't work, the next thing I was going to do was go for my eyes. But I wanted to eliminate all of the possibilities of what could be wrong and just make sure everything was okay. And I will tell y'all, I didn't used to be this proactive about my health until I had gotten sick in 2021 with, the big thing that everybody was catching at that time. Okay, here's our second one. I'm going to press. Okay, these are pressed. The next thing we're doing is going B and E. So I am going to lay these under here, and we are taking a B. This is our B. And this is our E. And this is how I know what each fabric is. It tells you, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we are going to be making 2 of these. We only have 2 B's left, and we'll grab 2 E's and put the other 2 back over here. But anyway, after I saw my chiropractor today, my headache within an hour was gone. And thank goodness, because it had gotten to just about migraine level. But since I was sick and in the hospital in 2021 with the big C, I've been more proactive with my health, and they did find that my B12 is low, very low. And that would actually explain why I've been having heart flutters. So I need to start taking my vitamin B again. But that was all they found, that I had low vitamin B, B12. And, but yeah. So, went to the chiropractor, got taken care of. And in the process of all of this, I mean, I've been just trying to push through it. And I know better than that. I know I need to go in and take care of it. But in the process of this, my husband is currently in, and we started looking at sewing machines. New sewing and quilting machines. Guys, some of these machines are expensive, like ridiculously expensive. And the one that we're looking at, though, is a Bernina, because my husband is not like me. I believe just get something that'll get me through. He believes in something to get something that will last forever. So that's his thoughts. I'm about to press here. We've got these done, pressed. On to the next. We're taking the B&E and we're adding this B to it. And it's going to make 2. So yes, so my husband and I, we've been talking about the sewing machines. And I would like one that does quilting and embroidery also on it. Because that way I can mark my quilts and I can quilt, technically quilt with the embroidery part, on my smaller things, not my big things. But yeah, I found one that I'm really, really interested in. And it's the amount, if I financed it monthly, would be that of just say a early 2000 car note. So I'm just like, whew. It's hard for me to believe a sewing machine costs that much, but I'm also going to look into it to possibly becoming a certified technician where I can service the machines also if I get the Bernina, because this is a brother, I service it myself. Okay, we've got those 2 done, going to press. These are pressed, but I want you to see something. Look at how the owls are going the same direction on that one. And look at this one. These are going this way and these are going down. Yeah. Same thing with my little dragon things. These are going like this direction. And these are going this direction. So we're done with this one. So what we do, we've got the two blocks here, or 2 units, and we take, I've got this turned backwards, we take this unit and this unit and put them together like so. Okay, I had to turn my machine just a little bit more so you could see. We're just going to match these corners up. This is what I like about cotton cuts. They have it all cut out for you. It's pretty straightforward here. And guys, if you think about it, like my video, and if you haven't subscribed, at the end of the video, there will be I'm going to go on and chain stitch this one. There will be a little circle with a barn, and that's my subscribe button. Or you can, if you're on your phone or whatever, you can click on my channel and it'll ask you to subscribe if you want to. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. I actually looked today and I have 580 something subscribers, and I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day and just coming to see what I've got going on. I mean, I'm just your normal average person that works a 40-hour week job, and I love sewing. I started sewing and quilting. Well, I started sewing again and quilting in March of this year when I found out I was having grandbabies. Okay, so this is what this unit looks like. May have to lay it down. So we've got 2 of these units. So this is our section 3A. We've got 2 of those. I'm going to go on and press these out so I can have them ready. Okay, so our section 3A is done and pressed. I'm going to lay this out of the way over here. Let me just drop it back here behind the machine. And we will start section 3B, which is where we'll take a D and an A, and we're going to make 4 of these. But anyway, today while we were going to my doctor's appointment, my husband went with me. We passed by the what is our civic center, and the fair was in town, or is in town. I haven't gone to a fair since my children were very little. And my husband and I were talking about it, and I said the only reason I would want to go to a fair is for the elephant ear. I wouldn't want to ride any rides. Now, when I was younger, I would tear up some rides. I loved riding rides when I was younger. But now, Lord, I don't know that I could do that. Rides would get me good right now. But the only time we ever got like elephant ears was at the fair, and it's almost like a funnel cake, but an elephant ear is all one big piece, and it's got the cinnamon and sugar on it. It don't have the powdered sugar. It's got real sugar on it. But I don't even know if they still have those at the fair. I'm doing 4 of these, so I might as well just go on and 2. But yeah, so, and there was a lot of people there during the day. I was quite shocked. It's probably mothers with really small children wanting to carry their children so they could ride rides without a lot of people there. Because they do have all the little children rides right up front. And a lot of times they'll have in the I don't know what to call it, expo center area, they'll have like quilts hanging up in there. I didn't think about that. That might be nice to go see what maybe they have, but I'm not going up in there, especially this late in the evening. This is when all the foolishness starts, and I'm not up for foolishness. Okay. So that is it for these. I'm going to go on and press these out. First, I'm going to trim them. I don't want all these strings. But be right back. Okay, these are pressed. Our next thing is we're going to take these large A's, and we are going to do 2 of them in this direction. Like this. So I'm going to go on and do 2 like that, and then the other 2 will be done in this direction. So I'm putting these down on my table. But guys, tell me what you think, like about the sewing machines. What do you think is a really good one that will last? Because this one here, I mean, it sews good enough and all, but I really want something that does more. And this one, it says it's a quilting machine, but honestly, this area right here is pretty small. And I want to get a tabletop quilter where I can free motion quilt, or a tabletop quilt frame where I can set my machine on it and quilt. I'm going to go on and do both of these, but I don't think this one has enough room to even do that, because if I can only do a couple inches, that's not even worth it. And ultimately my goal is to end up with a long arm, but that's way down the road. Now I'm going to also go on and do these units here too. Going to get these done, because whatever we do on the other end, if we do anything on the other end, I don't know. Trying to get these even. But anyway, ultimately having the long arm is my goal. And I want to have a machine though that in the meantime I can still do free motion quilting on a tabletop. Tabletop quilter system. Because my small quilts, I mean, I can do those here, but my large ones I will take to my long arm person. Because they're, I mean, I literally walk them in the door. You know, if you have somebody close to you that you can walk your quilt into, that's way better than shipping it to someone, which I do know a lot of people do ship them, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's all you're able to do. It's really not. Okay. I have these 4 units and I'm going to go on and press them so I can get the next part done. Okay, we have these both pressed out. So the next thing, we're not attaching to these. We're doing A and C, which is only going to be 2 pieces. So pretty much we're doing the same thing on all of them. On all of these pieces. And I just wonder what the larger ones are looking like, because I've really not gotten into any big pieces yet. They're all, you know, really small pieces, you know, but I mean, I am doing the small quilt. I don't even remember what size it was. So, but I'm going to love it no matter what. I mean, I am going to love anything I make. It may not be, you know, my taste, but if I pour my time into it, I'm going to love it anyway. And I will let y'all know, hopefully in the near future, I will be able to attach my store to my YouTube. So anything that I make, it could be listed in the store, because I don't have a whole lot of room to be storing stuff, and a lot of times I make quilts because I have extra fabric and I want to use it up instead of trying to store it. That is what the yellow and black one is. I had fabric left over from a jelly roll and made another baby quilt out of it. So I'm going to press these open and be right back. Okay, these are done, pressed. I'm going to lay them, let me see if I'm going to lay them. Yes, I am. I'm going to lay them over here, and then we have our A and E. These are the last two pieces that need to be put together. We're doing the same thing to them. So back to my store. I hope to be able to have it attached in time for Christmas. So I will be putting things that I make in there, or that I've created. But y'all will be seeing those pretty soon. Hopefully, let's see, this video is probably not going to come out for 2 weeks. Because I have my videos scheduled out right now for about 2 weeks, because I'm trying to stay ahead for when my daughter has her baby. And here in about a week, I'm not going to be able to record or probably even sew anything, because we are going to be doing her baby shower. So you will probably see this after the 14th of October, which is her baby shower. But you may not. I may decide to go on and release this one earlier than some of my other ones that I've done. But got these done. Going to press. These are pressed. Our next step is to take our AC unit and sew it to our AE unit. So let me look to see how AC is supposed to be this direction, and AE is this direction. So we're going to do two of those like that. So going to get started here. But yeah, I have really been enjoying doing this cotton cuts puzzle mystery quilt. I am still just flabbergasted. I don't have a clue what mine is going to be. I mean, I even took the pieces and laid them out to see if I could make any sense out of them. There is none. I cannot make any sense out of them. Oh, I didn't think about it. These are supposed to be nesting, but I think it nested fine. We'll know when I take it off the machine if it nested fine or not. Let's look at that and see. Let me trim that string off. And I think I got this in the, I think it was Creative Notions bag. Aren't these the cutest little scissors? And they are heavy duty and they work real well. Okay, so I need to press these real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, these are pressed out, and y'all, this is so funny. I was yabbering, not paying attention, but look at that point. It comes together nicely on both of them. Yeah, that one may be a little bit above, but looks pretty good. Okay, so we have those two done. And the next thing that we do is put this on this unit on the left side and this unit on the right side. So I'm going to pull them down here and just flip that over. Match up there. But I am going to be trying to catch up here. I had a few things on my calendar that I needed to be doing today. Well, yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, and today. But that, my headache, I'm telling you, it prevented me from doing anything but sleeping just about. It was pretty horrible. But, I'm trying to get this to match up, and there it goes. But I had some sewing I had scheduled, and it didn't happen. This being one of them. For some reason, I'm not matching up very good right here. It's like I'm a little bit. I'm just going to sew it, and I will trim it up where it needs to be trimmed up. But this was one thing that I needed to do, and then I have another block for Creative Notions block of the month thing that I want to get done. And that'll be the second one, because I think they only gave 2 this month, so I'll be caught up with them. I'm caught up with my pressed flowers until I get my box for that. So I'm excited, y'all. I feel like I'm finally getting something accomplished, and then I got this headache, and I felt like it put me behind because I still have not gotten my Little Fishers quilt done. But that it is laying on my table right now to be sandwiched so it can be quilted, because I am going to quilt that one. I'm honestly trying to kind of hold off to see if I'm going to get this machine or not. We did find one on Marketplace, and it's brand new, but the person had to move out of state, or actually out of the country, and she's having to sell it instead of trying to take it with her. So, okay, that is what a full strip looks like. Let me see if I can hold it where you can see it. Yeah, maybe you can see it like that. But that's what the whole strip looks like. I've got one more to do here. Then I'll press it out. But anyway, we found this one from her for like a third of the cost of one of these things, brand new. One of the Berninas, brand new, and it does everything. I think it's like a year older model. But yes, I am pretty specific about what I want the machine to do, because if we're going to pay that kind of money, it's going to do everything I want it to do, and then some. And we do have a local dealership for Bernina that actually services as well. Okay, that's these two strips I'm going to press. Okay, I have both of my units done now. I'm going to put that on up there. Moving things out of the way here so you can see it. So this has a point going up, so I'm thinking this is a top border and that this is a bottom border, because look at that. I'm not sure, or maybe it goes something like that. But surely they would have had to sold these together. But I don't know. Guys, tell me what you think. Give me your best guess what you think this is going to turn out looking like, because that is it. That's all for this month's Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt for Fall 2023 Carnival, clue number 3. So, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click on that little subscribe button, and you can click on the notification bell to receive notifications each and every time I upload new content. Leave a comment. I do respond to each and every comment. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.